Hello, welcome. I'm making a raven attunement video today and wanting to get us connected with the spirit of the raven. Now, it was hard for me to pick out a photo of a raven that I really resonated with. I didn't want it to be too dark. I didn't want it to be too commonplace. I really wanted to find a picture where the raven was in the snow because when I visit Canada, I always see ravens in parking lots, and somehow they're surviving these really harsh winters. And I find these birds so beautiful, so fascinating, so tough. I admire these birds so much and so spirited as well. And they're always helping each other, even if it may not appear. Maybe they're scrambling to get something and they're fighting over it, while others are just sort of watching. It's amazing. These birds are just amazing. I don't know how they survive such cold temperatures. When I go visit the Yukon, I just don't have any idea. And it's negative 40 degrees outside, and they're still out there doing their raven thing. And I'm just in awe of these birds, just in awe of these birds. I actually got to see two ravens working together in the middle of nowhere. Frozen, it was like a frozen tundra of snow and snow pouring down on the way between Whitehorse and Haines, Alaska. And it was just a snowy junction in this one part in these mountains, and there's just nothing there. There's not even trees there. And yet there's these two ravens by a little inlet where you could try to get to the bathroom, an outdoor bathroom, an outhouse, and it's all snowed in. But these two birds were there, and I remember we pulled over and had some snacks in the car and just took turns throwing these bits of food out the window, and the two birds would take turns eating it. They were sharing. It started with one bird, and somehow one bird became two birds, and they were friends. They were helping each other out, and perhaps they had a good spot. Perhaps people stop here to try to make it to that snowed-in outhouse. And they too throw little snacks out the window to help these two guys. It was just, I'll never forget that experience. Well, it wasn't easy for me to find a picture of a raven in the snow that I really liked. And this photo, it's got a majestic vibe to it. There's honor in the way the bird is posing. There's strength, there's standing up tall type of feeling. With all of these mountains around, the bird is almost taller. It stands really tall and strong. And I think it's a great reflection of what the raven means to me. And I'm going to go ahead and relax here. And I want to get you in the spirit of this experience. Open your heart. Open your senses. Open your spirit. Today we are going to receive this beautiful gift, this raven spirit energy. I am attuning, you are attuning, we are attuning together. We are transforming, we are becoming more expanded, more connected, more in honor and reverence of the animal kingdom. Allow yourself to relax now. You can experience this attunement with your eyes open, enjoying looking at the image of the raven, or with your eyes closed, allowing yourself to experience your own raven images. This video, it's not only an attunement, it's allowing you to get connected with your psychic senses. And you are psychic. When you close your eyes and you allow yourself to experience your own personal relationship with the raven, what feelings, what images within your emotions come through? Not within your mind's eye, but within your emotions. Perhaps you're suddenly seeing a raven sitting on a garbage can looking at you on a rainy day. Perhaps you're seeing a raven in the back of a truck trying to get into some groceries. Perhaps you're seeing something more majestic. Perhaps you're feeling something more majestic, something beyond the human world, something with more of that beautiful dignity, that inner strength, that perseverance. What does the raven inspire within you? I just am in awe of this bird in our human world. I just don't know how it does it all the time, every single day, day in, day out. I'm just so impressed. And to bring that energy into myself, perseverance, strength. Do you call it survival or conquering a survival? They conquer survival. They make it look, they don't make it necessarily look easy, but they make it last. I just love these birds so much. When life gets tough, to become the raven within, to find the solution, to solve the puzzle, to conquer it again and again and again, this thing called life, to keep conquering it, but to conquer it with spirit, with love. You got to ask yourself, what does the spirit of the raven mean to me? I'm going to go into the journey state here, and I want to share an energetic gift of healing, wisdom, and expansion, self-awareness, self-discovery, a spiritual, energetic gift. Let's see what the spirit of the raven has to share with us through this journey. I'm going through a portal right now. I'm walking straight forward, and it's dark everywhere around me. It's just pitch black. It's like a black smoke that's revolving around me in this tunnel, and I'm walking through it, and there's even strikes of lightning, and I can hear bits of thunder rumbling. And I feel a sadness, but I feel a longing. I feel strength. The sadness, it feels like it's coming from that longing within us all to see a brighter, more beautiful world, a happier world. And to walk through this dark tunnel, it feels like life on earth. At times, walking through the dark tunnel of life, it doesn't always feel that way, especially if you keep a positive attitude. You can do anything with a positive attitude. But sometimes it hurts inside. Some days you feel it a little bit more. The sadness I feel reminds me of that. But I also feel like I'm not afraid, and I want to continue moving forward. I want to explore, I want to expand, I want to discover. I want to know what is within and beyond this tunnel of experience, and why the spirit of the raven is revealing this imagery first. But let's go ahead and move forward. Don't be afraid to experience your own version of what I'm sharing. Let's walk through this thing together, like two raven birds helping each other out. This feels a little bit tougher now. And the tunnel develops a staircase that walks downward. And I'm holding the hand of another. I'm not able to see who this one is. Perhaps this one is you. And I'm walking down this staircase. This is interesting because the black staircase takes me into a world full of white. It's white everywhere. It's just white circulating energy. And it has a smoky effect to it, kind of like the black tunnel, but this is a white tunnel. The black stairs in the white tunnel are very noticeable. And I'm not in black and white, I'm in color. As I walk down these stairs, I ask the spirit of the raven, where am I going? Or where are you inspiring to lead me? The raven is showing me something complex about pathways. The raven shows me this dark tunnel and this white tunnel, the black staircase, the lightning bolts of white. They're interconnected worlds, but also somehow separate. The raven asks me, did the dark tunnel intimidate you? Did the white tunnel make things easier simply because it is white and bright? And dark makes us feel like it is cloaking that light. Therefore, the dark makes us feel a little more intimidated. I'm inspired to merge the scene of white with the scene of black and merge these two separate dimensions that are also interconnected, to merge the two together. They feel of the same vibration. One just happens to be white, more white, a little bit of black. The other, a lot more black, a little bit of white, and the lightning. And we're going to merge these two images together into one, sort of reminding me of a yin-yang symbol. But it doesn't become that. It becomes a world that is working with dark and light. A world that is trying to decide if it will be more dark than light, how the light or the white parts of itself will intermix with the dark parts, with the black parts. It's interesting because even still, where we see dark as sort of evil and white as sort of good, there's something about this because the vibration of this space is neither good nor bad. It's just very neutral. It just happens to have appearance of black and white, but yet it's still very neutral. And there's still the essence of a mystery here as well. I choose to open up this space so you could sort of visualize it. And when I say visualize, I'm encouraging you to experience it, all right? Let's get out of this trying to use the third eye to see something. Let's get into the heart and let's allow our emotions to help us to visualize Help us to experience the essence of a dark circular space that also has white in it. And the dark, the black and the white are becoming balanced with each other. But if we were to go into the center of the balance between the black and the white, the good and the bad sort of thing, let's go in the center here. Let's experience the movement of gravitating towards the center. Let's see what happens next. Everything is very soft, very slow moving, very patient and peaceful. I see a raven not in the winter time. It's hard to define what time it is. Is it fall or spring or summer? It looks very much like the picture because we have these dry mountain regions and there's no snow on the ground. You can't really tell what season it is. There's a wind that is blowing and the raven is sitting perched here. And we're just relaxing right now. And the raven is so much smaller than me. And I want to be the same size as the raven, so I become the same size as the raven. And we're both looking at each other. I'm a raven, and then I'm here with another raven, and we're just two raven friends hanging out together on this perch. And we're way up high. And we're just letting the breeze blow into our faces. There's really nothing to talk about today. That's what it's like. We're just sort of perched here. We're just letting the wind blow into our faces, and we're just relaxing is how it feels. Relaxing together. We feel really peaceful together. We feel like a pair. We feel like mates in a way. We feel like the white tunnel and the black tunnel found each other and merged together, and we're working with this merging, and we're standing side by side. I see that I become a white raven, and this raven stays black. And we start to fly together off of this perch. We're flying up, up, up. We're already so high up, but we're flying up in the sky, way above this space. I don't know where we're flying to, but we seem to have hearts that are beating at the same pace. We seem to work together in unison. I don't feel like this other half even knows where this other half is flying. We're just somehow flying together, and we just, whatever the one does and the other does too. It just, whatever the instinct is, we just do it. And somehow we're really energetically intertwined. We feel each other and we follow each other. And there is no leader or follower. We just simply work together. We work together in an experience where there is no leader and there is no follower. It's fascinating. I envision the world like this, where we work together. If the human race could work together like these two raven birds, imagine all the gifts everyone would receive. Everybody would receive gifts, and we would all be wealthy. We would all be wealthy. And we would all have our needs met. And we would expand like nobody's business. Because we have great minds in this world. We have really incredibly great minds in this world, and these great minds are trying to make a difference, but there's still that essence of not wanting to let go of the high point and the low point, and having this huge middle ground, this middle class, and people with a lot of money want to make a lot of more money, a lot more money. So the human race is still working on finding that balance, that middle ground where we all win. Not one winner, one loser, but everybody wins. And these two birds, the feeling of these two birds is everybody wins. I find it so fascinating how I always see these ravens in big bulks on these snowy mountains in the parking lots up in Whitehorse. And they're not necessarily communal birds, but they do hang out together. And they have work in pairs. And I'm more curious about how two ravens become lots of ravens, two human beings become lots of human beings. How do we bring it all into a middle ground? There's something about the peacefulness that I'm experiencing right now, working in unison, perfect unison with this other half, I guess you would call it. Feels like another half. Feels like we're mirrors of each other, but we're perfect halves somehow. It's really amazing. I think it would be amazing to explore what the human race might be like if it too could experience the connection on this level. My spirit guides are showing me some things. Human beings cannot ever be ravens, they say. Ravens are scavengers and survivors. Human beings too can be scavengers and survivors. But our goal in life is to balance with each other. So what we're looking for is, how do the two ravens balance with each other? How does the human race balance with each other? And how do we work with that specific vibration in the spirit of the raven to, how do we work that into our energy fields, our connection with each other? How do we work with this energy? Human beings don't always want to work together, so they too have to find their pair, their other one, their other half to work together with. Starting to remind me of companionship. I don't know why it didn't inspire that thought in the first place, but it was just so balanced, and I didn't feel like we were two ravens. I felt like we were one raven. And I'm starting to experience what is working together in a relationship, two working together as one, just like these two ravens. I really like how peaceful this experience is of flying with this other half. And there's no quarrel, there's no vulnerability between our hearts or our relationship with each other. We're on the same page. It's amazing. If only life could be this way. If only it could be this simple, you know. Let's see where the image takes me. everything is getting more peaceful and relaxed, even more than I have experienced it thus far. Let us fly our wings down to a little landing here. I have no visual images that I'm experiencing of what this landing looks like. I'm realizing this whole journey has been for us to feel balance. A balance within our dark and light sides, but to experience a neutrality. A connection with another half that feels so balanced, it just merges us into a oneness experience. The instinct to simply fly, but to fly together, two as one, and one as two, and to feel that friendship, that closeness, without second guessing. The freedom to fly and to feel the breeze in our face is so majestic and peaceful and simple. To allow that energy to really give us a connection with the peaceful, simple side of this raven journey, of this raven energy experience. Allow ourselves to feel that we have wings instead of arms. And right now we are just simply perched in a location. In this raven experience, I don't feel that there's anything I am looking for, anything I have to do. I just feel like flying. And I feel like resting, as in relaxing and just looking around. I don't feel like investigating. I don't feel like puzzle solving. I don't feel like I have to do anything right this minute. It's such a neutral, relaxed experience. There's no impatience at all. There's no even idea that impatience even exists. It clears that energy of sadness about the human journey. It just totally clears it, because peacefulness, relaxation, no expectations, feeling the connection, the companionship, and everything works in unison. And the black and the white are in balance. I feel like we can really hone in on this experience of balance. And I'm going to allow myself, and I encourage you too, to explore this as well. But I'm choosing to experience a very pure white and black side of a circle or a sphere. And I'm identifying myself as balanced in my dark and light sides. And I'm choosing to not feel the separation, but the oneness. And I'm allowing that oneness experience to enter into my heart and to disperse throughout my energy bodies, my spirit, my essence. Allow yourself to experience balance. I don't know of any greater image for the human race than white and black side by side. And that image alone has power. And to allow that experience of that image to merge with our hearts, to identify ourselves as balanced, and to feel I am balanced, is just expanding throughout all the way out to my fingertips, which when I pull my energetic arms outwards, they feel like bird wings as well, but they also, my arms are white, glowing white against these black bird feathers. There's a reason for everything. I really enjoy this, and it's not what I expected. Wow. I didn't expect to feel this peaceful. I'm allowing this balance energy to disperse all the way down into my toes as well. So to really feel this dispersing of energy, allow yourself to feel what balance feels like, energetically dispersing throughout your mental body, your throat, above your head. Let it rumble down your shoulders, down your backside, down your front side, all the way down your arms, into your fingertips. Feel this balance energy into your hips, into our sexual bodies, down our legs, our knees, our calves, our ankles, our feet, our toes. Feel this balance energy, black and white balance energy, and patience. Experience yourself still on the mountainside, just hanging out there, letting the breeze blow into your face with your friend, sitting there right beside you. And there's nowhere to go, nowhere you have to go right now. Just this moment, allowing the breeze to blow into your face, and it feels so lovely. And you feel your hearts blended as one heart, one balanced heart, working together. Allow yourself to really experience this. Really feel this throughout all parts of yourself. Allow yourself to feel it too beneath your feet, circulating from below, above, within, around, in all sacred directions. I'm experiencing something new, and I'm standing upright like a man, like a woman. And I'm also a raven, and I'm standing upright, and I'm looking at a classroom, actually. And I'm opening my arms, and I'm saying thank you for listening to my message today. Thank you for allowing me to share with you today my raven spirit. I hope you found this journey with my spirit meaningful, precious, valuable. Thank you for valuing me today. Thank you for caring about me today. As this teacher, I become a small, normal-sized raven bird, which they're pretty chunky big birds, actually. But I'm a much smaller version than this teacher standing, and I'm on the desk. And I make some silly noises. Some raven noises. I express it out my throat. Wow, how surreal this is. Oh my gosh. Do not be afraid to be a chunky blackbird sitting on a desk right now with me, and get weird with it. Make some weird vocal noises. You can do it in real life, or you can do it in your energy space, but just let it throttle out of your throat. Make those weird raven noises. Let it just come out. Oh gosh, is this ever purifying my throat chakra? Just let it come out. Oh, it's so silly and weird. I'm just letting it come out. It's almost like I'm singing in a weird way. And I'm freeing the sounds. I'm freeing the sounds from my throat. I just need to get this out. I need to get this message out. And I'm releasing it, the sounds of the raven bird. Just releasing it. The classroom turns into lots of raven birds, and we're all making these noises together. Wow, what a sound in here. What a calamity of sounds. But it's great. It's like we're singing a song, but it's very strange. You can imagine, let's just say 50 raven birds squawking and screeching and screaming and making all kinds of weird sounds all at the same time. Feels good, actually. Everything is relaxing again. We're using our raven bird feet as our hands, and we're all picking up a pencil with our hands, and we're going to write on the paper now some sort of raven message. So allow yourself to feel your raven feet, feel your raven claw-like feet, and pick up your pencil. You're sitting on the desk. I want you to experience yourself as a raven bird sitting on a desk here. And I want you to pick up your pencil, okay, with your raven bird foot. And then I want you to stand on the paper to hold the paper down, and I want you to write, I am a raven. See if you can do it in your energy space. Let's do this together. Raven Spirit says, okay, now do that 100 times and then the lesson is over. I am a raven. I am a raven. I am a raven. It's like we're being held after class to write, I am a raven. We're just doing it. We're practicing our raven feet. We're practicing our dexterity. This is lovely. Actually, I'm having so much fun with this. But it takes a certain amount of patience. Because even writing this 3 times, I feel like I want to go do something else. Yeah. So I sort of trick the system, and I write I am a raven 3 times, and then I duplicate it on the page, so I'm done with my lesson now. And I squawk at all the students and say, shall we go, shall we go? Let's go, let's go. And there's a window that's open here, and I'm flying out the window. You guys can practice your raven's feet for as long as you want, or you can practice your flying skills. I'm flying out the window right now. Wow. I'm not necessarily flapping my wings a whole lot. Right now I'm just sort of enjoying gliding, and the breeze is so lovely. So, so lovely. Oh, wow. It's sort of like feeling a cool breeze on a hot day, like right next to a fan, and it's just blowing right on you. And you just let that breeze take you. And it's like, oh gosh, this feels good. Wow, this fan is just right on time. That's what it's like for me, just allowing my wings to expand and the breeze to blow through my feathers. Feels so nice. Everything is relaxing now. I see this one raven looking at me, has a big red heart, and says, I love you. Thank you for spending time with me today, for exploring who I am today. Thank you. And this little raven bird bows. And everything comes to a completion. That was interesting. That was very, very interesting. So let's take as much time as we need to allow ourselves to come back into our bodies. And maybe when you experience this attunement video, maybe you feel you are in your body already. But maybe you need to acclimate more to it. Feel your fingers, feel your toes, feel your Feel your skin, your hair, your eyes, your mouth. Find yourself connecting with your form again. Enjoy this energy. I want to thank you for going on this journey with me, for being open-minded to my style of sharing, and I hope this attunement energy is felt, is meaningful, is a good gift for you today. And I hope the development of your psychic senses is enhanced through this message. And I want to wish you a wonderful day.